Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached that point in the show where we get to speak to an enormously famous and beautiful person. Please really put your hands together, then unclasp them in the fashion that causes you to make the applause type sound. Because, ladies and gentlemen, here on the show, from the Disney Channel show Hannah Montana, it's Emily Osment, everybody. She's here with us right now. Oh, yeah! Hello, Emily. Sorry, hello.
Hi.
I couldn't even pronounce your name there. I was so excited. I was like, hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Great. Thanks for being on the show.
No problem.
Where are we speaking to you right now? Where are you?
I'm in my house.
Oh, nice. Okay. Are you in your room?
Yes, I'm in my room.
So you got a phone in your room. How cool is that?
It's pretty cool.
Okay, great. Describe your room to us. What's it like?
Oh, I just redid my room. It's actually, right now, it's pink, brown, and white. I'm making some pillows and painting my chair, and it's in the process of remaking it. So it's pretty fun.
Oh, great. So do you get much say over that, or are you told what it's going to be?
No, I do get a little say over it. I get to put out my ideas, and my parents sort of guide me through it. That's
great. They get to be your style advisors, do
yes,
they?
They do.
That's sweet. That's cool. Okay, well, we wish you luck in your home decorations. It sounds very exciting. Yeah. What a showbiz world you live in. Now, let's now go to the phones. We've got some of your fans ready to talk to you. So let us see who we've got here. Let's speak to, I'm not quite sure who this, oh, wait a second, I can't quite see. Hello, who's this? What's your name?
Hello?
Hello, what's your name?
Sequoia.
Hi, Sequoia, how are you? You're live on Radio K. Well, we've got Emily Osment on the show from...
Hi. Hi.
Sequoia, what's your question for Emily?
How your life has changed since you've been on Hannah Montana. It seems like it would be really, really crazy, so...
Actually, my life has been a little bit crazy. See, I've been going to school in LA, and I've been doing the show as well, so it's been a little nuts, but I've been getting through it. It's really fun, so it makes up for it.
What's it been like at school for you, Emily? Has it have people started treating you differently? I mean, has it been strange?
It's been a little awkward for me, actually. All my friends are all the same. I mean, that's when you know you have a great friend, when they treat you the same no matter what you do. So, I mean, there are some people who go, oh my gosh, I think I know who she is, or whatever. But, I mean, it's no big deal. It's good.
Oh, that's great. That's good. Well, we want it to be as normal for you as possible. But it's still going to be a bit weird, isn't it? That's for sure.
A little bit.
It's bound to be, because you're being seen by, when you're not famous, you're only being seen by, thousands of people. But when you're really famous, it's like millions of people, literally. So it's kind of weird. And do you find, is it weird that people come up to you and sort of feel like they know you, even though you've never met them before?
Well, I've had people say, Emily, and I'll be like, oh, hi, oh, I don't know you. And they'll be like, oh, no, I know you from blah, blah, blah. And so it'll be a little strange, but then I'll get over it eventually. Yeah,
I'm sure you will. Well, you sound very, very relaxed and laid back about all that stuff. Sequoia, thanks for being on the show.
Yeah.
Yes?
Can Emily ask, I forgot the girl that plays Hannah Montana, but can she ask her, like the same question, I guess? Well, she? It's probably the same for her.
I see, but I mean, unfortunately, she's not really with us for now to answer the questions.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait till she comes on the show.
Well, bye, Emily.
Bye, Sequoia. Bye-bye. Okay, email question. What's your favourite song or music artist right now? Says Dancer Chica from our email at radioKWL.com. So go ahead.
What's my favourite song?
Yeah, or artist or something like that, music-wise.
Geez, I kind of like old rock and roll. I don't know. I like the Beatles. I don't know if they're still...
Yeah.
Popular around the kids, but
no, we play a bit of Beatles every now and then and freak out. What's your favorite Beatles song?
Oh, geez. I really like Yesterday or Blackbird or Glass Onion. I mean, those are all really good songs.
Okay, that's cool. So do you like the White Album best?
I love the White Album. I've got it right here, actually.
Yeah, that's my favorite album by them.
It's really great.
It's really cool, isn't it? Helter Skelter, I think, is on there, isn't it? Okay, let's take another phone call, and let me see. Alison now, asking you a question about the show. Alison from Maryland. Hello, Alison.
Hi.
Hi.
We've got Emily Osment from the Disney Channel show Hannah Montana, who's with us right now. She plays Lily Truscott, and she's going to answer a question from Alison. Alison, what's your question?
Do you like your role on the show, and what would you change if you could improve it?
Oh my gosh, I love my role on the show. I don't know if I'd change anything. I mean, Lily's got everything. She can skate. Skating as in skateboarding, and she's really sporty, and that's sort of like me. I love being sporty, and she's got great clothes. I mean, I don't know if I'd change anything.
Okay.
That's cool. Alison, you're obviously a big fan of the show.
Yes.
And have you watched all the episodes?
Yes.
Every single one?
You need to come out with more.
Well, don't worry, there'll be a new one this Friday.
Okay.
All right, Alison, thanks for calling.
Okay. Okay, see ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's great. Michelle Bell has asked a question that actually is quite interesting for me, because I don't know about you, but do you dream a lot, Emily? Do you have lots of dreams?
Of course, I do dream.
Well, Michelle Bell says, what's the craziest dream you've ever had?
Crazy dream. I have a ton of weird dreams. I think the weirdest one, I remember I was on a train once, but I wasn't in the train. I was on the outside of the train, and the train was moving, and I was crawling on, like, the outside and trying to get to the front. But, I mean, I've had some weird instances where I've been on a motorcycle doing weird stuff, or it's always in a weird, it's not really like Earth anymore. It's sort of like this weird land whenever I'm dreaming something.
Wow, that'll sort you out for well, actually, it'll stop you eating that cheese whiz before you go to bed, I guess.
Yes, I guess so.
That's what it is. Okay, we got another question for you, and this is from Veronica, who's from Florida. Hello, Veronica.
Hi.
Hi, I've got we've got Emily Osment here from Hannah Montana on the show. Ask her a question, Veronica.
So, is your character the way you act in real life? Do you act like your character in real life?
I'd actually say she pretty much is. I mean, she's really athletic, and she loves to get out there and play. And she's basically the opposite of Miley on the show, who is sort of subdued and she's really into herself. And Lily's just like, let's get out there and go. So that's just sort of my personality too, and my friends are all like that. So I guess you'd say we're pretty similar.
I kind of act like that too.
Yeah. That's
good,
the wacky, zany person that you normally are in real life, right, Veronica?
Exactly.
That's cool. That's great. Veronica, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks.
Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Hi.
So listen, your brother's quite famous, isn't he?
I'd say, yeah, maybe.
So now, Haley Joel Osment, has he given you any advice, any tips, or is it the other way around? Have you been there for him to give him lots of advice and tips?
I think we're both kind of there for each other. I mean, he's not sort of like, okay, say it this way or something like that. He's never like, I think he's just basically there to support me. I mean, my dad stays on the set with me, and if I'm having trouble, I'll go to him or something like that. But I mean, he comes to a lot of the tapings, and he'll be like, oh, that was so funny, or something like that. But I mean, it's really actually, he's kind of laid back about it, so he's good. He really supports me, and I'd love to be there for him. I'd love to be there for him as well.
It's nice to be so supportive. Is it weird having your parents on set when you're filming? Are you really relaxed about that sort of stuff, or does it make you feel kind of weird?
That's an interesting question. You know, my dad's there all the time, so I mean, it's not weird about that. I think I'm most nervous when my brother's there, because I want to impress him the most, I guess. Because, I mean, we're really close, and I'm really close to my mom and dad as well. But I guess we're just a little bit closer in age, and I just want to be like, hey, do you see what I did? Wasn't that funny or whatever? So I guess it's sort of like that. But I mean, it's a different environment when they're there. But I mean, it never affects the performance.
And you two seem to be incredible when it comes to learning scripts and things like that. Are there any things you could? I mean, because I know lots of people. I mean, you can see how popular the High School Musical is right now.
Yes, I've seen it a million times. Are you kidding me?
It's an incredible show, and a lot of people now are doing lots of plays around the country in their schools, and they've stuff like that. Maybe learning parts. Do you have any kind of ideas or help for people if they're trying to learn scripts or lines or anything like that?
You mean like memorizing?
Yeah, memorizing it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's sort of, if you're doing sort of, well, what we're doing right now for Hannah Montana, it's like a real-life situation, so the conversations are sort of like conversations you might actually have, which is great because it relates to a lot of people. So when it comes to questions, just like when you're remembering your lines, you think, oh, yeah, that is the line, because I would say something like that, and it's not something like in a different language or something like that, but it's not actually that hard to remember. I mean, it's pretty simple. You can catch on really fast.
Okay, so you don't like sit there like reading them out endlessly over and over again like a parrot or anything?
Not really. I mean, we during the week when we're rehearsing and things, you can have your scripts, and by the end of the week, because you've said them so many times and you're rehearsing over and over, it just sort of comes natural, and you're like, oh yeah, I know those lines. And sometimes I'll be remembering other people's lines, and I've been caught mouthing their words or something like that, which is pretty funny because I know everybody does it, but you won't just remember your lines, but you'll remember the other person's lines, and so that kind of gets weird, but you got to get through it.
That's great. Well, that's fantastic. Shows how phenomenal brains you guys have. The Osmonts have large brains, I think. Clearly. Final question from the phones. Kiana, who's from Massachusetts. Hello, Kiana.
Hi.
Hi, I've got Emily Osment from the Disney Channel show Hannah Montana. You may have heard of her.
Yeah, I have.
Why don't you say hi and ask her a question?
Hiya.
Hi.
Hi, what is your favorite episode on Hannah Montana?